Hi everyone, very good morning, and how are you all? So, as this corona made us to be inside our home, we are not going to experience the beauty of the nature as our true program usually we arrange from the schools, isn't it? So, we are not going to have such experiences. So, as we are doing, we will have a virtual experience of different superlatives in the geography. What is superlatives? Not that superlative comparison, degrees of comparison you are studying in English, isn't it? It's not that, that's why I'm going to say now. Okay? Superlatives in geography, that means the biggest, the smallest, the largest, the shortest, like that we are going to experience it. So, we are going to have a virtual tour with the geographical superlative, as well as we are going to experience, or we are going to know some important persons in the world that is unique. Okay, so when we are going for a tour program, we will have experience of enjoyment, entertainment. Okay, the same we can experience not in a full mood, but little bit. Okay, we can have it. So first I am going to tell you about Jupiter. So you know about Jupiter, isn't it? You have been studying from the lower section onwards. You have been studying Jupiter. It's fifth planet and the largest planet in our solar system. Okay, that as you can see here. So you can see on this board what is the Jupiter's atmosphere. It is completely covered with clouds, full of clouds. As well as it is having the strongest storms ever. One of such storms, it is known as the Great Red Spot. The Great Red Spot, you can see when it is being rotated, you can see this is the one. This is the one. Okay, so anyway we can go there, isn't it? We can go and experience by person, but we can see with the help of these medias. Okay, so let us have a video about it. Okay, just be careful, watch it, and you can have a video about it. Okay, now we are going to Jupiter's atmosphere. Okay, ready.
Formed from primordial stardust 1.5 billion years ago, Jupiter was the solar system's first planet. And much like his namesake, the king of the ancient Roman gods, Jupiter was destined for greatness. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest planet in the solar system. At approximately 11 Earths wide, Jupiter has twice the amount of mass as the other planets put together. But unlike Earth and the three other terrestrial worlds, Jupiter has no solid surface. It may not even have a traditionally solid core. Rather, this giant planet may have a dense liquid center surrounded by a worldwide ocean of hydrogen and helium gases. Jupiter's gaseous composition can be observed in its atmosphere. About 44 miles thick, the atmosphere is a canvas of stripes and storms churning across the giant planet. Their colors range between shades of whites, yellows, browns, and reds, all caused by the different chemical makeup of each area. Probably the most iconic feature of Jupiter is a crimson-brown storm that's been raging for over 300 years, the Great Red Spot. It's a giant swirling collection of clouds with wind speeds of up to 400 miles per hour, at least 2.5 times faster than Category 5 hurricanes. Floating hundreds of miles above the planets in the solar system, this incredible gravity also influenced the sizes of the 7 other planets. During the solar system's earliest days, Jupiter, being the first planet to form, attracted and destroyed space debris that would have helped the other planets grow in size. Today, that force may serve as a shield by attracting comets and asteroids onto Jupiter's own surface, preventing them from crashing onto inner planets like Earth. Apart from the Sun, Jupiter has become the dominant figure in the solar system, thereby earning its place at the top of the planetary heap as king.
So we have seen Jupiter, isn't it? So we went for this virtual tour, isn't it? So Jupiter already we have seen it. So it is the largest planet in our solar system. Can we go? Maybe when you become scientist, maybe some of you are going to become the scientist. Okay, so you will find the way to reach Jupiter and find out more information from it, and we can have a good study over it, isn't it? Okay, so next one. Of course, in our planet, in our solar system, Mercury is there. What is Mercury? It's a planet and the smallest planet in our solar system. That you know it, isn't it? So the smallest planet in our solar system, this is known as Mercury. You know, Mercury, that is the hottest planet. Of course, hottest in the sense it is the closest planet to the sun, very near to the sun. So when it is very near to the sun, what is the problem? Of course, the temperature will be too high. So if you are going or a tour to Mercury, may not be possible because the temperature on this Mercury is 430 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine that? Suppose if you go there, immediately will be melt off, isn't it? So that is what, and also that is 430 temperature, that is in the daytime, but in the night time, at night the temperature falls and the temperature reaches minus 180 degrees Celsius. So is it possible? Is it possible to reach there? Is it possible to stay there? So far we don't know, because facts in science are intact, that you know it. So maybe in your future, maybe your next generation may find out the way. Okay, let's have a video about it. Okay, so we will have a video on Mercury. Okay, let's watch it.
There are 8 planets in the solar system. Let's go to Mercury. Mercury is the first planet from the Sun. Mercury is 18 times smaller than the Earth. Mercury is so fast that its year lasts only 88 Earth days. There is almost no atmosphere on Mercury. That's why the daytime is very hot, but the night side is extremely cold. Moons, rings. Mercury doesn't have any moons or rings. Mercury, see on Venus.
So now you know it about Mercury, isn't it? So one side it will be too hot, one side it will be too cold, and it happens. And you know that one year, that means 88 days, Earth days. 88 Earth days is considered to be 1 year for Mercury, because it is revolving very fast around the sun, isn't it? That we know it. So if possible, your future generation will reach there. So before that, let us go for another one. What we have to go for? The deepest place. Another unique place on our earth. The deepest place. Deepest place means, don't think that it is on the land. Of course it is under the sea. Do you know where it is? Yes, it is in the Pacific Ocean. Deepest place, that means even you know that one, which is the highest peak that we are going to learn. The highest peak is the Mount Everest. But if you take Mount Everest the same way, and if you put it in the Pacific Ocean, that is Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, if you put it in the trench, it will be covered with water, because it is more deeper than that of the height of Mount Everest. Approximately let me check it. Okay, so 35,870 feet down it is. 35,814 feet. That means it is approximately more than that the height of Mount Everest, and it goes down. So, and the Challenger, it is known as the Challenger Deep. This area and the bottom of this Mariana Trench is known as Challenger Deep. Okay, so nowadays they are able to reach this spot. The scientists. Okay, so they are reaching this place to find out a better studies. Still, especially in the ocean, we know that only 30% we know it. The facts about ocean we know only 30%. Still 70% we don't know. So divers, they are going. Okay, but when they are going, they will bring out new information. Okay, new information. So let us watch a video regarding this Mariana Trench. Let's go and go for a tour. Okay, this is the place. The deepest spot, Challenger spot. Seven miles it is. So how he goes, see how much it goes. $800 feet, 1,000. Scuba dive up to 3,300 feet again. Titanic is that at place that is different place. $25,000. See the Mount Everest, see that is the height of the Mount Everest, still it is going down. Challenger Deep, 36,070 feet down it reached. See, the adventure became a success. This is the one. So, do you like to go? Do you like to visit? Do you like to visit? Do you like to go for a scuba dive? It will be a different experience. Of course, having scuba dive or snorkeling, very good experience you can. If you get a chance for snorkeling under the sea or scuba dive, you must go. It will be a different experience that we can see the beauty of the nature, isn't it? We can see the beauty of the nature when it is around us. But if you go deep, if you go down nearby in an ocean or approximately 30 meters or 20 meters or even 10 meters, if you just go with the mask and everything, okay, goggles and everything, if you keep it and if you go, you can have wonderful experience, superb experience that you will never imagine. Those have experience, they can understand that one. When we are going for snorkeling or scuba diving, we can understand the experience. It is fantastic. Fantastic in the sense we never imagined such a beauty inside the ocean. Okay, so then this experience let you try. Okay, maybe the sign when you become archaeological, not suppose when you become a scientist or when you become interested in this, you can try. Okay, you can try and have the experience this one. So the same way we can go for. Now this is already we have seen the deepest. Okay, the same way we can we should know about. Now we have seen the deepest, now we have to see the highest place. That already you know, the highest point on Earth's surface. What is that one? Of course you know that is Mount Everest, isn't it? Approximately what we can say, 8,848 meter. That means more than 8 kilometers. This is the Mariana Trench, okay. So more than, this point is more than 8 kilometers from the sea level. 8 kilometers from the sea level, 8.5 kilometers approximately 8.5 kilometers away from the sea surface. That is already, you know, it is indeed, it is above sea level 29,032 feet above the sea level. So nowadays you know that many people, they have conquered this summit, they have reached, and still now, before that it was 29,029 only, 29,028 feet only, but now it became 29,032 feet. So maybe the ice being molded over, okay, maybe it is being accumulated on the top point. That's why it is like that. Just let us watch, let's have a video on this again, Himalayas. So a small video, let's have it. This is not the Himalaya, of course. The people, they are traveling from the bottom side. Then how it looks when we are going away. You can see the beauty of that. It is a superb vision, isn't it? So we can have a virtual tour like this. Okay, so when once this corona is finished by human, isn't it? Corona will be once if it is taken out, we can have such experience. Okay, we can go to a tour, school excursion to such areas. It will be very fantastic. You can see how that mountains and all nearby Himalayas. See now, this is the view. This is Ahmedabad. Here you see, this is, of course, it is going to that Mount Everest. You have seen that, completely covered with ice sheets, completely covered with ice sheets. We need special permission to go all these places, and also we cannot withstand the cool air atmosphere there very easily. We need to have special equipments for that. Of course, those who want to climb Mount Everest, it will be an inspiration for you, isn't it? Those who would like to have a record, those who to have a record on climbing Mount Everest, it's an inspiration for you. Okay, this is the particular area. See that how it is covered with complete ice. So it is not easy to climb over it. You can even watch some of the video also. So we have seen this, isn't it? So Mount Everest, let your dream come true. Maybe many of you wish by seeing also, even if you watch some of the videos about Mount Everest, automatically we will get an inspiration to go there and climb over it. But it's not an easy one. Okay, it will be bit difficult but achievable. So if you have desire, nothing can stop us, isn't it? So that Himalayas, let all wish, those who want to go, let them go and have the record. Okay, so now we are going for another superlative in geography. What is that? The hottest place in the world. Very hot it will be. It is the Death Valley of California. The Death Valley of California. You can see the picture how it is. There will be no tree at all. Because the temperature annually depends from 56 to 60 and 48 to 60. It comes, it varies, depends on the day, different day and climate also. Okay, but almost all hot there. We can watch one video about this Death Valley. Okay, it is in California. Let's just watch. This is, here we go now.
134 degrees Fahrenheit, the record-breaking temperature from 1913 is why I'm here at Death Valley National Park.
This place is one of the hottest places in the world. Really, on any given day in the summer, this is probably the hottest place. There's a few others in the world that come close, but this place is extremely consistently hot, dry, and low. We're approaching 282 feet below sea level, and this heat can be fatal.
Like many of Mother Nature's phenomena, a perfect mix of just the right elements is what creates the region's extreme heat.
This is the below from how they are going to that place.
It's surrounded by mountain ranges up to 3,300 meters high. A lack of vegetation, an average rainfall of less than 7 centimeters. What you have is a huge convection oven. The sun beats down and is reflected off the valley floor, heating the air over and over.
This is Devil's Golf Course, and it's some of the most diabolical terrain that I have ever seen. This isn't even rock, it's salt. The old lake that used to exist here has completely evaporated, of course with the intense heat here, leaving nothing but these amazing salt structures behind as the only testimony to the lake's original existence.
35,814 feet below sea level. That place, see that? Now they have record always 35,814 feet below sea level it is. So you can understand how it is.
Throughout the region, most of them former mining towns. Now this one, Rhyolite,
Yes.
had a population of 6,000 people back in 1907. Today, it's just me. There's a pretty famous story around Death Valley of a hiker who tried to walk across the salt flats here all the way to the mountains on the other side, over here, and he didn't bring enough water with him.
This hiker was
Summer 1991 they have recorded
He
that.
wasn't carrying the 32 liters of water he would need to replace what his body was fast burning off in the extreme
Completely
heat.
dried up.
Halfway into his endeavor, and the emulsion on his videotape was actually melted. The temperature inside his camcorder was over 143 Celsius.
When the heat begins to affect you, some of the effects are similar to what happens in the cold and hypothermia, because you begin to then lose your sense of reasoning. You've lost more moisture than what you can replace. Your body is beginning to shut down, and those who experience that extreme begin to go into shock from the heat, and they just no longer realize what's happening to them.
After 6 days combing the salt flats, the search and rescue teams found the hiker, but it was too late.
He's in this convection oven, laying on salt, wicking all the moisture out. So when they actually recovered the remains, it was basically mummified, and the bones were rattling inside. You know, it was all the moisture was gone.
So this is what. So you understood now hottest places, and is it easy to live there? May not be. So we don't have a tour to there, isn't it? It will not be good for us, isn't it? So we are not going for such any tour program there. Okay, it will not be good. Okay. So now let's go for another place. Now we have seen here. Now we have visited here. Okay, virtually we have visited. Now we are going to have a place that is coldest. Do you know where it is? This is the place. It looks like that. The coldest place on the earth. That is East Antarctica Plateau. East Antarctica, already you know that Arctica and Antarctic area region, these are the coldest places on the earth. In that East Antarctica Plateau records the coldest days temperature many times. So especially in 2013, it was recorded as minus 93 degrees Celsius. Of course, you know that, isn't it? When minus 93 degree, it says something we cannot even imagine, isn't it? So, suppose if you are going for a tour to such place, is it possible for us to withstand the cold climate there? Anyway, I can't. What about you? So let's watch a video about it. Okay. Okay, this is the coldest place. The East Antarctic
Incredible place to
Plateau.
be. It's desolate and yet it's compelling in a lot of ways. There's a sense that humans have never been in these areas much before. There's a strong sense that humans don't have any place there. It's not a comfortable continent, but at the same time it's stark and beautiful and amazing. Way up at the top of the ice sheet, it's about 13,000
Vostok Station, another one.
feet. It's actually a very flat plain, but it's slightly higher than all the area around it. That's the area we started looking at. There's a lot of atmospheric science and climate science that's behind what produces the coldest temperatures in Antarctica. The home of all of that is this area along the ridge, the highest part of the ridge in East Antarctica, where if conditions are right, the temperatures plummet to extremely low levels past previous record low temperature recorded by the Russians at a place called Vostok. What we found was that the coldest temperatures are actually just off of the crest. The crest is an area where the air, as soon as it gets to a low temperature, starts to drain away. What you need is a place where that air is actually caught and held for a while so that it can cool down still more by radiating away into space. And those are the places that we're finding these very, very low temperatures. You might say, let's go there. And maybe in summer that's a reasonable thing to try and do. It's really cold. And so things like the ordinary thermometers, the mercury thermometer won't work. An alcohol thermometer will have a lot of trouble.
Yes. So, you know that. Is it possible to visit there? Right now? Maybe. Isn't it? So, in the future you may be visiting there. Okay, let's go. And now, one more thing I want to tell you. It's an interesting one, that you know it. The tallest and shortest person in the world. Of course, you know both of them, isn't it? You might have seen in the videos in the internet. If you search in the YouTube, you will find out the tallest man and the shortest man. They had a meeting once. We will have a short video about it. Okay, you have to watch that compulsory. You have to watch that the tallest and shortest man. It's a unique one. You have to watch that. The Guinness World Record holders. Guinness World Record, you know it, isn't it? It will be quite different, unique. So, see that. The tallest man, who is that? Sultan Kosen. He's a Turkish citizen. And the person who goes here, do you know who is it? That is the person always we imagine, that is Chandra Bahadur Dangi. Chandra Bahadur Dangi. Of course, we can say proudly, he is from India. He is an Indian. He's a Turkish and he is from India. But unfortunately, he is no far. I mean, he is no more now. He is no more. He died in 2015. Maybe the reason says it is of pneumonia. But Sultan Kosen still alive. So you know it's Guinness World Records. That will be quite different, isn't it? So it is not easy to achieve. So especially we have seen that Chandra Bahadur Dangi. He died in 2015. I have already told you that. So we cannot meet him. But Sultan Kosen still alive, and he says his height, that is because of what we can say, some disease, tumor caused by in pituitary glands. That is what caused his unusual growth. Okay, so he says he has some advantage of having this height at his home. he can put the bulb himself. No need to keep the ladder. And even if what he can say, the curtain, window curtains, door curtains, everything he can just remove, clean it and keep it there. No need of any supplementary ladder or something. But still he says there is some advantage. You know what it is? He never finds the cloth which he can stitch his pants. Okay, which means his trousers. He finds it difficult. He says that is only the disadvantage he faces. Anyway, we have seen all these, isn't it? Some different persons as well as the different superlatives in the geography. Okay, so I have dropped you in the Malabar school now. Now you can go home. We have finished our virtual tour for this week. Okay, then bye. See you.